There we go. Let's start today's class, and we are going to have a session which is going to be a bit of practical side and the theory side. It's going to be a day 5 of our class, and I hope and I believe that you will take a note of what you're going to see in this afternoon or at this time, depending where you may be. So there we go. Oops. Okay. So, okay. Okay, hold on, please give me a few minutes, few seconds as I'm setting the data, not the data, the PowerPoint on. So we are starting this class now, and we are going to look to so-called UNIX session. Why do we need the UNIX session? This UNIX session is very important to understand it because it is also the part of security or maintaining the security of our UNIX operating system. If you remember, one of the features which UNIX uses is like you can't have a UNIX without a session or security purpose. Session means you cannot start a UNIX without user ID or username or login ID and a password. Because we want to maintain the internal file, we want also to maintain what? We want also to maintain the access of your file. Okay, that's why UNIX is very secure. Yes, is my voice breaking? Is my voice breaking? Am I audible? Are you able to hear my voice?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Somebody say, Richard say he cannot hear me. Is there anybody else who cannot hear my voice? Is my voice clear? Okay. Richard say he cannot hear my voice. Around the all of you, who is there who cannot hear my voice? Is there anybody who cannot hear my voice? Only Richard. Richard, you can reset your. Oh, okay. Is my voice breaking? Is it breaking or is coming straight? I just want to. Who else? Someone said, Richard said he cannot hear me properly. Okay, it is. Okay, okay. Some they say it's maybe it depends by your network. Mr. Richard, you can check. Please check. Check. All right. So we want to see the UNIX session. Okay, UNIX session. So in this UNIX session, okay. So in this UNIX session, we have a so-called UNIX session is used to maintain security of account with the computer system. So this security account or this account of every user as a computer scientist, which are doing your, who is in this semester, you all know what does it mean account in a computer science. We mean the user ID, username here. We mean the username or login ID and the password. So when you have the username and the password, these are granted, these are created by so-called the system administrator. So to have a session, we need a so-called a system administrator who can grant the access or a privilege to certain users to access certain files or to access certain directories. Okay, so we mean UNIX session is used or is the maintenance, is a security maintenance of account in a UNIX operating system. You may say, if a question comes, what is the UNIX session? UNIX session. UNIX session is a security maintenance of account in a UNIX operating system. Okay, whereas a user can have login ID and the password. When user ID and the password are correct, then you are granted to access the so-called prompt. Prompt is started by $, and this one I will show you in a practical side in the lab. Okay. Now, next, the next point which I want to share with you, or which I want to teach today for agenda for today. Sorry, I forgot to give you the agenda. We see today UNIX session, and we're also going to see UNIX command format. This is important. This is the entrance of our UNIX. Okay, this is the entrance of our UNIX lab session. Without understanding this session, then it would be somehow complicated to understand the whole matter of UNIX, UNIX lab side. Okay, now UNIX command format. In this UNIX command format, this is the format you can write it down. This format, we start with so-called a verb, option, and argument. Any UNIX command which we shall use in this session, in this class, it will have these three components, these three format: verb, option, argument may be from 1 to any number of argument. Okay, what does it mean, a verb? Verb means that is the name of a command. Any command which you're going to use in UNIX, it is known as a verb. Okay, it's known as a verb. Option, it is known as a command modifier. Many times option is started by hyphen or plus sign. I will show you in the lab side, okay? In the lab side. And argument can be one more, it can be more information. Number one, argument can be more information. Argument can be more object identifier. Argument can be name of files. So these are the three main format, main elements which makes UNIX command format. Number one, we start from a session. To start a UNIX, you need to have what? You need to have a username and a password. Once username and the password are correct, then you are going what? You are going to access the prompt, so-called the command prompt. Sometimes we call it terminal, okay, or command prompt. This command prompt is where we can type our commands. So any UNIX command, it might have verb, which is command name, option, which is the command modifier. You want to modify the command, I will show you, and the argument, which can be more information. It can be object identifier or name of file. Okay. Now, this is a general syntax. You can write this syntax. Syntax is $, command, hyphen, option, and the argument. Okay, you can write this as your general syntax of command, UNIX command. What is UNIX command format? Verb, option, and argument. What is a Unix syntax? Unix syntax is command hyphen option argument. Okay, argument. These are the main part. Please keep it in mind when I'm going to type in the lab session now. I will do now, so you will know what all this mean. Okay, what all this mean. Next, Unix command can take multiple arguments. Keep it. Unix command or a verb, okay, or a verb can take multiple arguments. Okay. Number two, Unix command and the argument have to be separated by space to interrupt them as a different words. Digest it. Think about that one. When you want to use a Unix command, when you are using a Unix command, it can be multiple commands. Okay, that's not wrong. And you have to maintain space between a command and an argument. Okay, because if you make them, if you attach them, if you don't separate them, then they will be treated as what? They'll be treated as a single word. Clear? Next, Unix argument consists of options, exceptions, instruction, file name, etc. Okay, a Unix argument can have multiple, can have option, can have expression, can have instruction, can have the file name. So today in a session, lab session, I'm going to show you how to start a Unix, okay, how to use a simple command, a simple option, and a simple file name. Please take your note, please grab your note, have your note and your pen, write down, okay, the notes for today and also the simple part of lab which you can do. The next class, I will show you how to install a Unix, okay? I still have it. You have to know how to install Unix for those who have laptop or computers, okay? Now, this is important. Option, what does it mean option? Define option. Option is a special type of argument used with a hyphen sign. Okay, we are going to use it with a hyphen sign. It is predetermined and must be prefixed with a hyphen. Understand this one? When we say option, we mean that this Unix command is going to have what? Is going to have is a special type of argument. You remember in a Unix command format, verb, option, and the argument. Okay, and the argument. Now, this is the definition. Now, write down this example, and then you're going to go to lab session and you see how it works. Okay, write down here. Okay, write this. This is example of Unix command format. We saw the syntax. You remember the syntax? You wrote down the syntax here. What happened to Pretty? Pretty, did she join? So this is a syntax. This is command format. This is a command format. This is a syntax. Okay. This is the format. The question will be explain Unix command format with the 5 marks. Then you have to know all this and explain them. After you explain the command format, you give a syntax. Okay. If the question is explain command format, okay, to explain the command format, you have to give this general format, verb, option, argument. And the verb means command. Option means command modifier. You want to modify that command to give a new meaning. And the argument can be more information or more identifiers. Okay, so you have to know this one. And once you give this, the question will be explain Unix command format. You cannot give only this and be sufficient. No, you have to give this format. You have to give syntax, $sign, command name. This has to be command name. You can put here command name, hyphen, option, and the argument. Okay, and explain them. Explain in this expression way. In this expression way, you give this expression way. You mean, what does it mean, option? And once you're done this session, okay, once you're done to write this, once you complete to write this one, what do? You give this example, okay? Write down this example, and then we proceed for the next. $sign, this code prompt, okay? This code command prompt, okay? ls-l, which means list. ls is the command and l is the option. ls means list, the command which is called the list, and l is the option which is going to perform to modify this command, okay? To modify this command, okay? And we can also use the file name argument. We can have the file name argument so that can be taken as input, can take input from the file. Yeah, we shall see these two examples, and then tomorrow we shall proceed. Is it clear? Is it clear to all of you? Can we go to the lab session? I want to see yes or no. Is it clear? Oh, Pretty is there. Pretty is present. So is it clear to you all? Write down this example. $sign prompt ls-l. You want to see what it does. And the first command which I'm going to teach you, let me see if I have written it somewhere. Oh, okay. I did not. Wait, hold on. Okay. So I want to tell you that that you can write down. You can write down this one. Sorry. Okay, you can write down this one. Let me give you. This is an example. I hope you wrote it, this example. Let me switch you to this. Hold on. Where is it? Okay. Let me switch you to this one. Okay. Hold on. Okay. It's one more important point. This is going to be the first command, please. It's going to be the first command. Okay. Okay. This is going to be the first command. Please write down. There are certain commands. There are certain commands. Okay. There are certain commands which do not take any argument. Okay. Example, pw. This will be the first command, pw. We shall continue to use this one, okay? For lab session, I'm going to show you pw. This is example number 1, pw. Example number 2. Who am I? Okay. This pw is a command. Which prints the present working directory. Yeah. Sorry. Are we able to be seen? Kiran? Is it Kiran? Someone say. Okay. We shall see this, okay? We shall see this even. Yeah. Now, the second one is who am I? There's a who is a command. Am and I are predefined argument. Okay. Who is what? Who is a command, and am and I are predefined argument. This it shows who you are. I am Joel. I am lecturer. Who you are you are Kilan. Who you are Vinay Kumar. These are it shows who is the username. Okay. And what process is running, or process ID. Okay. So is it clear? Can I switch to lab work? Let me go to lab session. We are going to see today, present working directory, who am I, and one example of listing the file, okay, listing using one command to show you the command, the option, and the argument, okay? There we go. Remember, this one. Remember, keep in mind, and I are what? Are a predefined argument, okay? So let's see how it works. Keep in mind that every option is followed by hyphen, okay? So this is starting, okay? We start our session here. As you can see, it is asking me username, okay? You have to give the username, and I'm using Oracle Solars. So you can also try to download it. You can see how it is being installed. Somebody pinned it. Okay, someone said, who said, yeah. Someone said, who am I? Who am I means, okay, let me pin here. Richard want to know, who am I? Who is the command? Who is the command? And hi, comma, I are predefined argument. So you can see I texted there. So the command is who. Command is written like this. Who am I? So this is going to be the command. The next command which you're going to do is pw. And how to give a comment in Unix. To give a comment in Unix, we do this. You can check. Okay, let's say this is known as present working directory. Okay, this is the way we give a command. We give that sign, and then you can give a comment. Okay, so there we go. Okay, we are on session. We are session here. My username, I'm root. You can give everyone will have his own username in a lab session. Root, and my password. Can I tell you my password? I'm not going to tell you my password. Okay. Okay, now it starts. So we are in this session. Okay. So once you start the session, it will give you the command prompt. Okay, the command or the prompt sign. The prompt sign will be appearing. What happened? Why is it brown? Okay, yeah, now it has come. Are you able to see the screen? Is it appearing? Lavanya, Richard, Keelan, Vinay Kumar. Are you able to share the screen? Chaitra P, Harsha Desina, Pretty Ars, Yuvaraj, Smithan. Are you in a session? Are we together in a session?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now I come to the activities here. I click to the activity, and I click to this dots show application. I click to this show application. I will show you different version of Unix, okay? You remember Unix is operating system. So to go, if you are using Microsoft Word, what do? You come to the home, you go to the start there, you click to the sign which shows, like a window, you go to the application, okay? 1 second. 1 second. So, okay. Now you can come to this one, see where is it? I can click to all, okay, or I can click to the frequent one. So in all here, where is the terminal? If a terminal is not appearing, you go here to the search and you type terminal. So terminal, this is a terminal. You click to the terminal. Sometimes my terminal has a problem. Okay, but it has the goodness of Unix, it has a different option. All works same, okay? If this terminal it's only loading, see, it is loading, it may not start. I have to check it. So if it is not starting, if you face the same problem, come again to the terminal, come again to the show applications, and you can use this so-called, okay, again type here terminal. You see there is another option called xterm. Okay, you open this X terminal. Is another option if the main terminal is not working. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear to you all? Is it clear? Okay. Okay, good. Good. Now we are here. You can zoom from your phone or zoom from your devices. Now, the first command which I told you is the first command which I'm going to start with is known as a PWD. PWD means what? Present working directory. We shall see the hierarchy, how things, because every file, everything is arranged into the file. Okay, they are arranged into directories, and every directory has a file. So it follows tree structure. Unix follow tree structure. We shall see to the next session. Okay. Now the first is present working directory. This is working directory. This slash which you see here, the slash which you see here means the root. Okay. Let me go to the directories and I'll show you. Come here to the files. I want to show this should be the first. Sorry, files. As you can see, I am on a home. I am at home. Okay. I'm in a home file. Okay, this is a home. Okay, and I may click, like I may find some location here. You come to the other location, computers. Pretty, do me a favor, take a screenshot of attendance. I click here. So in these directories, these are so-called directories: bin, boot, CD-ROM, devices, okay, devices also, ETSLR, export, home, kernel, library. We shall see this for the next session, okay? All these libraries, all this session, as you can see, all these directories, they are in so-called, they all come from root directory. The root directory is a hyphen. This is it, hyphen. This is backslash. This, as you can see to the command prompt here. Okay, this is root. Okay, this is the root directory. Okay, now who am I? I am root directory. I am the root. User is a root. Present work directory is a root folder. Okay, root folder. Now I am going to show who am I. Who am I? Remember, who is what? Who is a command? Is what? Argument. I is argument. Press enter. Who am I? I am user, I am root. Okay, and this is on a PTS is like a present terminals or session which you are using, even to give you time, date, you know, date time. Okay, date time we are May 5th. Time is 2:14 3 minutes. Okay, this is who am I? Or you can do this, who am I, without space. It also gives you, oh yeah, Unix does not accept. Very good. If you go to Linux, it also gives, no, I wrote wrong. Who am I? Okay, it gives you who you are, you are what? You are root. Okay, you can combine them. Okay, you can combine them because this is going to be treated as, not as a command, but as a predefined argument. Okay, if you do this, who is going to be command, is going to be argument, I is going to be also another argument. So it gives you the description or the special information about who you are, which terminal you are using, what time you are accessing this one. Okay, and or if you do this, who am I, it gives you your root. It's treated as a command, sorry, as a single command. Is it clear? This is number one. Okay, now I am going to create a file. Okay, the already file is created. Don't mind, I shall show you how to create a file. I'm going to use ls. ls means list the file. Command, we give the command like this. Okay, this is a command. This is list file command. Okay, command. This is a list file command. Okay, pretty, do me a favor, take attendance. This is a list file command. Let me also try to give one more here. Let's see. Okay, see, there is no error. If I do this, then it's going to list me everything which I have in this root directory. Remember, I'm working on present working directory is a root. So these are the folder which belongs to root. Let me try to change cd hyphen root hyphen yes, no, yeah, users. Okay, users no directory. Okay, cd hyphen rs. Okay, cd. Okay, let me go, let me wait, hold on, be there. I just want to see one of the directory here. Wait. Okay. Okay. I just want to see one of the directory and I want to go inside. Okay. Nothing is there, it's empty. Okay, very good. And okay, devices. Okay, let me go to cd dev. Okay, cd dev. Cd means change directory. Okay, keep it also in your mind. Change directory. Change directory. Where is it? Okay, change directory. Change directory. cd means cd command is a command which is used to change, okay, directory. You can write, you remind me, I shall give you this. Okay, then I want to change directory to go to device, cd dev. Okay, let me see, cd hyphen dev. Let me see, rs. You see, all these are the file which we have in what? All these are the file which we have in device. Now let me show you here. I'm going to type pwd, present working directory is device. You see now that has changed. Even here it has changed. This is a user, root is a user at UNIX. UNIX is a server. Okay, I forgot to tell you, this is a user. If you're using Pretty, if you're using Uvaraj, this will be Uvaraj at UNIX. Okay, and this is going to be root or the root directory, and this is going to be the subdirectory is called dev. Okay, is it clear? rs hyphen l, what does it mean? Anybody can explain? Anyone can explain? What does it mean, ls? What is rs? rs is
list file.
Command list file. Command list file. Okay, it is list file. This is going to list the file. All these are the files and the directories which we have. Okay, is a list the content. You can give us a list the content because all of them are not the file. Some are even the directories. Okay, and if I do rs hyphen l, this means, this one means list the content. Okay, list the content in full detail, in large detail, in large details. If you see here it does not give us a time this file has created, but if I do rs hyphen l, means l is an option. Okay, and a hyphen l is the option. Okay, to modify the command rs. Okay, to modify the command rs. See, it gives me the whole detail. I'll explain to you all this in the upcoming session. I just want to show you in the lab work, what does it mean, option, and what does it mean, the command, okay, and what does it mean, the file name. So since the session is over now, so I hope, let me stop here. And if I give you too much, you may tend to forget everything. Is it clear? Can we end the class here? Pretty, I hope you did.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so but in a command prompt to cd means current directory. Yeah, yes. What did I say? Change directory. So when you are using the command, this means change directory, cd, change directory. Okay, okay. But when it goes there, it means current directory. No, yeah, current directory. Well, is it true? I have to check. This is spoken by Ashish. All right. So thank you so much. If you have any doubt, I shall post this in a group, and then you can again revise once again. Please write down. The main part is the theory part, so we shall start practical part maybe after, no, tomorrow. If we have a class, then I will go to the practical part. So thank you. Have a nice day till we meet tomorrow. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. If you have a question or doubt, you can text me, or you can, yeah.